Hey everybody, today we are going to check out the Zoom barrel. So this is a little piece of equipment that I've been hearing a lot about, and I've seen some really high profile clarinet players using the Zoom barrel. So I thought I would check it out, and I ordered one and it finally came, and so we're going to hear what it sounds like. So when we are thinking about barrels, there are a few things that are really important to consider, and the first would be the tone quality. Like, do you like how it sounds? And is it consistent from high to low? Another really important thing is response. So like when you blow, does it go? When you are trying to execute big leaps and fast passages, is it responding to you? It's like a car. When you put your foot on the gas, you want it to go. And then finally, and for me this is really crucial, is the tuning. So like, is it too long? Is it too short, right? Does it help you play overall in tune? And then also, is it consistent throughout the range of the instrument? So does it have little pockets where it plays really flat or really sharp? So clarinet makers have been making, or clarinet barrel makers have been making barrels for a long time to try to address some of the inherent issues with clarinet tuning. And everybody feels like they've gotten a good solution at some point, and as always, there is a compromise. And another thing you want to think about when you're picking out a barrel is, what is your purpose for this barrel? Is this a barrel that you want to use in chamber music, where you want to have this really delightful close-up sound? Or are you picking a barrel for work in orchestra, where you really need it to be a workhorse and be able to travel your sound across the entire room? Because a barrel that gives you a really huge sound may not at all be appropriate for your chamber work. So one of the things that's really cool about the Zoom barrel is that it kind of clicks and can expand. So this is a 65 millimeter barrel, and it will expand up to 2 millimeters, so that you could go from like having a 65 millimeter barrel to a 67 millimeter barrel on your clarinet without having any gaps. So that's kind of a cool thing, and I know that this is really useful in orchestra when you're switching back and forth between B flat and A, especially between a warmed up B flat and a cold A clarinet. So let's check it out. I have two excerpts for us, and we're going to hear the Zoom barrel and the Fobes barrel, which I use quite a bit, and also the barrel that came with my B flat Prestige, my R13 Prestige clarinet. Okay, here we go. All right, so the first excerpt is higher up in the range, has some tonguing, has some speed, and we're going to start with the Fobes barrel. Okay, and we're going to switch to the Zoom. Okay, and we're going to switch to the barrel that my clarinet came with. Okay, so now we're going to do the slow excerpt, and we'll just start with the barrel I have on. Okay, let's switch back to the Fobes. And finally back to the zoom. Well, there you have it. Those are the three barrels, the Zoom, the Fobes, and the stock barrel from my R13 Prestige. So I will tell you that response-wise, the Fobes responds the easiest for me. The Zoom is second in response, and the stock barrel is third. I will tell you that the sound that I usually prefer, I usually love the sound of the stock barrel, but I usually don't play it, and I will tell you why in a minute. And then I really like the sound of the Fobes kind of all throughout the range. And the Zoom I really like up high, but I don't love it as much down low for me. And then finally the tuning. So I encourage you maybe to go back and listen to this video again, but have your tuner on and you can pick up a whole lot of what's going on with the tuning. But my stock barrel, I have a really hard time playing it in tune consistently. And that is why I favor the Fobes barrel, because I can play it better in tune. And then the Zoom is actually a nice compromise. It's not as in tune for me as my Fobes, but it's better in tune than my stock barrel. So I hope this helps you in your quest for the perfect clarinet barrel.